It never gets old seeing LeBron throw it down, especially when he decides to do it with a little flavor.
Down low. Here's Tice. And it's sent back by Howard. And the whistle blew, so that'll be a shooting foul. Great defensive effort there with the blocked shot. But he got more than just the ball that time. Free throws coming up right now. And so he hits both. Davis up top. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron.
Boy, you're playing with fire anytime you leave somebody open on James' team. I mean, LeBron, his court vision, outstanding.
And LeBron James, Clark, climbing the all-time scoring list. Last season passing Michael Jordan. This season, Kobe Bryant. Clark, any chance LeBron Sunday passes another Laker great, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, for the most career points in NBA history?
I think it's simply a matter of his health, because if he stays healthy, then it's not if, but when. By the time his contract runs out, guys, in 2022, he'll be right in that neighborhood of my all-time favorite player. And I think the greatest player to play, Kareem Abdul.
And it's JaVale McGee with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. It's stolen by Davis.
Yeah, 3 turnovers so far, and the real issue is the fact that they're unforced, too careless with the basketball.
Greg, they've been out of sync since the opening tip. I mean, they've got to take better care of the ball.
You trash, and you rated 100. You got a 100% advantage. You trash.
Kevin, early on is how well they shot the basketball.
Very high percentage so far, and if you want to start a game hot, that's the way to do it.
Ooh, that is a tough shot.
The kick out to LeBron. It's stolen by Brown. Hayward on the wing. In the corner. Tatum with it. And slam dunk by Tatum.
And, you know, Hayward's floor recognition and composure, really impressive. Knows precisely when to pass over to the open man.
On the trade for Anthony Davis, a risk for the Lakers, but they feel, Greg, that both sides will find an extension this offseason.
There is mutual interest from both sides. Lakers made the trade confident Davis would resign. A bit of a leap of faith, but the Lakers did everything they could to secure Davis long term.
That one is off.
And guys, at this point in his career, Anthony Davis just entering his prime. Crazy to think when you look at what he's already accomplished thus far.
Boston trails by 7. Tatum's shot is off.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
And we are talking about Anthony Davis. How do you even put into words?
Yes, 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 yes.
I mean, he's entering the conversation among the best big men of all time. On a nightly basis, dominating in so many facets of the game. Really, it's remarkable.
Mark, a big part of your game was rebounding. You controlled the glass so well. What's one thing you would tell young viewers if they wanted to improve the rebounding?
You know, I'm a little bit out of the norm here, but the biggest thing to me for rebounding is pursuing the ball. Boxing out is important, but pursuing the ball and good timing are the most important elements of rebounding. And that's what I would have players focus on. Pursue the ball.
Now here's James following the miss by J.R. Smith. And LeBron James with the 3. James has got 9. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for Los Angeles.
And it's been about their defense. They're playing with a frenetic pace, putting a lot of pressure on the ball handlers and forcing turnovers.
They've gotten their fair share of points off turnovers so far tonight, too.
3-pointer. James with another miss. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Inside. Back to Wanamaker. Williams with a clean look. Hits it from 3-point range. Lakers leading by 5. Down low. And Davis puts it in. Davis has got his second basket.
And, you know, got to admire the patience inside from Davis. Outstanding at staying under control, taking his time. And
No more leaving niggas open. No more leaving you open. No more. You miss. You trash.
And so it's Los Angeles heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. And taking a look at the Lakers' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing in the game?
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Yeah, you know, I agree. No warm-up needed. They came in on fire and have already built a nice lead. One of the things you've got to admire and respect about him is his aggressiveness at the offensive end, always in attack mode.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take him.
Now here's Tatum. He's got 6, 5 to shoot. And Davis sends it back.
Boy, I tell you what, Davis uses his length so well. I mean, a defensive stalwart.
You trash. You trash. You had 100% advantage. You're trash.
Excellent shot block.
Pass to Wanamaker. To the inside. Howard with the steal. To the middle. Here's LeBron. Smith scanning the floor. But they get it back. No good from outside. Got the defender off his feet with the pump fake, but couldn't knock it down. And we're now about a minute and a half into the second quarter. Pass to Ganner. Tatum on the wing. Austin needs to get off a shot. Fires the 3. Busted. No good that time either. Lakers working the ball around now. Back to Davis. That shot off. And it's Boston the other way. The Wizards on the road to face them after this game. And that game is the second of 2 straight at home.
Yeah, I tell you what, Tatum really good, Kevin, at getting out in transition and taking advantage of what the defense gives you.
Now the book, Greg, is the same for Enes Kanter as it's always been. Great score inside, but his defense leaves you wanting.
And Kevin, at this point, he is who he is. I mean, for better or worse. Kanter is still a force off the bench to give a team some post presence in their second unit, but not sure he'll ever be a player to build around.
Amongst the many things that I appreciate most about LeBron James, and there are a lot, his leadership. I mean, everybody else just kind of naturally falls into place behind him because he's such a good example and a positive leader.
Brown outside. From outside the arc. The Lakers with the rebound. They've led by as much as 10. Davis drives in.
How about the leaping ability of Davis? Easily gets off the ground to throw it down. And he's a quick jumper and decision maker.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, Kevin, over the last few years, there's been a lot of talk about seeding playoff teams 1 through 16, regardless of conference. Now, taking the top 16 teams is a tough sell, especially for owners whose teams are in the relatively weaker Eastern Conference. But taking 8 teams from each conference and then cross-seeding earlier than the finals is something that does seem possible down the road. The reward for fans might be a finals matchup with the 2 best teams in the league. Kevin?
Interesting ideas. David, thank you.
Boy, Brown, not just a super athlete, folks, but he's got excellent skills as well. Tremendous floor general. Well, it looks like he's cooled down a bit after hitting those 2 in the first quarter.
Here's McGee. It doesn't go for him. Good D by Williams. Boston trails by 7. Hayward outside. Outside, Walker. Back to Hayward. Pass to Brown. And the rebound goes to Howard.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just...
So bad. You wanted that so bad.
Tell you what, he has been feeling it, guys, and the best game plan right now, it's elementary. Just keep feeding. Let him eat.
Now here's Brown. Stolen by McGee.
And if they're thinking they can get a 2-for-1 here.
Well, we'll see if they have the awareness to realize that.
Yeah, good job to take it right at them.
Yeah, really left him no choice there, Greg. He had to foul and keep him from converting the easy bucket.
The first free throw is good. And the GOAT conversation. LeBron has said his motivation is to surpass Michael Jordan as the greatest of all time. Greg, what do you think he needs to do to bolster his case?
I think for the naysayers, the obvious answer is more rings. You look at the other numbers, including those 8 consecutive finals appearances, LeBron is in the discussion.
For 3, Hayward. The shot's good on the assist by Walker. 6 points for Gordon Hayward. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Smith with a wide open look. And they come right back with their own 3-pointer.
Right back.
Right where he left off in the first quarter.
Back to Walker. Hayward looking over the floor. The kick out to Williams. Drains the 3-pointer. Williams has got his second bucket tonight. 4 seconds left. No good from LeBron.
You trash. You trash. You trash.
For Los Angeles. And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. 1 half to go. Boston trails by 8. To the paint. Here's Tice.
And the floor awareness of Walker, impressive there as he got the ball to the open man.
And so James will bring it up for the Lakers. They'll host the Denver Nuggets after this one. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again. Smith outside. They get it again. And another shot. Here's McGee. The kick out to LeBron. Here's Davis. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Walker with it. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Brown outside. Clark among the bigs. Which one do you think runs the floor the best?
Boy, I tell you, Anthony Davis is gazelle-like, and this guy is north of 7 feet tall and is just agile and quick in getting up and down. I think I'd put him at the top of the list. Clint Capella is in that category, and Giannis Antetokounmpo as well. But a lot of times he has the ball and is taking it rack to rack.
He does. Brings it up like a guard, and no one can stop him.
Nobody can stop that guy when he gets coming downhill at you.
Here's Tatum following the basket by LeBron James. Just over a minute and a half have passed here in the third quarter. And that one goes out of bounds.
Yes.
Tatum. That's a 2 from Smith. Rebound Boston.
And if you ask me what percentage of the time he's making that shot, my answer would be in the single digits.
Well, you can't be forcing a shot like that. You got to keep the ball moving. Get something better.
Los Angeles leading by 8. Pass to McGee. Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. Got a hand on it. And so it looks like the Lakers will retain possession here.